Hello there, welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which has all the expansions. Um, there's a lot of draw here. There's not really a village effect unless two piles are emptied. Could take quite a while here. That's a bit of a problem, right? I mean, otherwise you would have quite a strong engine with just basically any village, any village at all. It could be the worst. I don't know, whatever you think of as the worst village. Would probably change things quite a bit here. Because there's really good alt VP that you could build big to. There's some attacks that you could throw in to slow them down. My fear of building here would be that the AI will use remodel to mill the provinces and shorten the game, such that you can't get it all set up in time. You could combat that a little bit with pillage, but that's still tough, right? Because how do you empty the piles here? Now, on the other hand, if the AI helps you empty a pile and doesn't have a remodel, maybe you get there in time. But it's kind of hard to envision. It's kind of hard for me, to envision the gains that get you there in time. Now, that doesn't mean you can't do a little bit of drawing and build an engine. I just don't know if it contests what the AI would do. I guess I don't know how big you can build it. In any case, you can probably open silver something regardless. Remodel does look pretty good. The advisors are nice. Just buying a cut purse is also pretty reasonable. This is going to be a weird one. I don't feel super great about any of it. The advisors are moving down though quickly. So if do they have the remodel? They shuffled their deck. Guess we just take a chance that if they do have the remodel, that they have another estate in hand already. Not really sure. That's right. See, like there, the AI should, the deck track in there for the AI is actually strong enough. They could just deny estate and deny me a pretty good remodel here. Though to be fair, it wouldn't be terrible for me to go like double den here also. That wouldn't be crazy. Like I'm gonna for sure deny the remodel itself there. Just conquesting. It's not too scary. Okay, we get a pretty bad draw here. I'm gonna take another den. I say we get a pretty bad draw. It wasn't actually that unreasonable or anything. It just didn't work out. Okay, so if the AI is buying conquests a lot, then that's gonna free up a lot of time for us here. I'm also going to conquest at some point, but I would like to get some of this stuff ran down. Definitely if we reach a point where, well, I mean, this doesn't really matter too much. Nobody's gotten a colonnade. Oh, is it just bugged? Or have I never bought advisor? I guess I've just never bought advisor while having an advisor in play. Okay. I guess I'll do it. I'm kind of trying to lower, even though like lab is better than advisor there. I'm intending to lower the advisors just so we can unlock the paddock stuff. So like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. We get colonnade points, but also we get to unlock the paddock stuff, so that's nice. Unfortunately, we probably won't get to play a remodel here. We are going to need to buy, I mean, I guess they could mess up. Okay, they mess up. AI is pretty bad about advisor choices, which is going to make a pretty big difference here. So now that we're at this point where we actually can use the paddock sum. Trying to think how we want to go about scoring here. I mean, our draw should be pretty good for a while. Okay. We'll see. Unfortunately, do find the remodel, which is going to hurt us a little bit, but okay. We could take, I just don't know if I'm going to lower everything. I mean, I guess the trick would be to lower the dens, right? And then to lower the, well, I mean, I don't know what this discard probably isn't super important, but well, we are going to activate we're going to activate a village effect. So we're going to build big. Unfortunately, okay, they don't find, that's good, that's good. They don't find province with the remodel, and they just gain a duchy, which is terrible. So that's actually really excellent. Silver to duchy is super helpful for me against the AI there. So like now we get a village, that's cool. You need to draw the remodel. So what we're gonna do now is go like remodel into remodel. And then remodel into paddock. We could try, I mean, if we really were greedy, we could even go into the garrison stuff. Don't know. If that's very good, but it's something we could do. I mean, they do. Okay, now they're going den into duchy. That's even worse than silver into duchy. This is great. Okay, let's get these horses in the shop. So right now, this is just a thing to know. We're playing the paddocks now, so that we have these horses when we trigger this reshuffle. Just to help out a little bit. So, don't know. It would probably be valuable to get some plus buy at this point, since we do have the money from paddocks, and also we're going to want to do some stuff. What does that mean? We're going to want to do some stuff. Yep. Nailed it. Okay, they discard the horse. That's definitely not right. We don't want to obviously run the paddocks down to like 0. We could try to get the hill forts. They would help a little bit. Maybe we pick up a tent. I maybe should have purchased a tent already. We can also think about adding labs just for additional consistency, I guess you might call it. We're not bad on consistency by any stretch, but that was huge that we find the remodel there. Or it helps a lot anyway. Okay, they bought a paddock, so now they're like, oh, we're going to buy the paddocks and do the pile out or something like that. But I think it'll be too late. I don't need more paddocks than this. Like, this is plenty of gains. Or we can always buy laboratories for more draw. Or whatever. I think it'd probably be a mistake for me to get more paddocks at this point. They're going to discard the ranger probably. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Maybe should have played the lab. Oh. Trying to think if we want. I mean, we could probably start buying provinces and catch them, but that's not fun. Or as fun. So I'm going to get tent. This may be too much, frankly. But whatever. So we've got like 2 or 3 turns now. Roughly. We maybe could have timed the garrison gain a little better. I'm not sure. Alright, so we do 1 paddock, then we play the garrison. Then we do more paddocks. See, all these garrisons. Yeah, you see. You understand. So we're gonna need to rotate. We need the hill forts. Probably deny hill fort. No, they give us the hill fort. Okay. Get another hill fort. The hill forts do a couple of things. Did I get a silver? Maybe we get a silver. I'm probably gonna play both the rangers, even though it's a little bit bad for draw. It's because I want to do triple conquest here. Start scoring a little bit. Also, when we have the garrison down, the conquests don't hurt us. And they've switched back to duchies. They're not doing the paddock stuff anymore. They decided the points are now Too close. Pretty funny thing you can do here. I don't know, is you can empty the paddocks mid-turn, and then they boost the whatchamacallits a little bit. Boost the I guess you can't really do it mid-turn, can you? Never mind. All right. Well, but we can do it the next turn. The good thing here is we do the Rangers already, so we can do this in a way that doesn't mess with the what am I trying to say? I don't know. Who cares? I'm going to get another paddock. We get to save a bunch of the horses, which is nice. How many tokens does this thing have on it? 23. Okay. This will make him discard the paddock. I don't know. So this turn, we're going to buy... We may not draw deck. Well, yeah, we should be able to. We have a bunch of horses in deck, and then we get to play them out and then replenish them. Plus we have a lot of Rangers. This turn we're not going to mess with the garrison. It doesn't matter now. We could play... Okay, so we do this. We kind of want to get to the activated... the super activated paddocks as soon as possible. So there they go. So now the paddocks give 3 actions, which is cool. Oh, we shouldn't play those yet. We need to play more of the horses out before we do the additional paddocks. Though it doesn't matter. It very much does not matter. So we have a lot of extra draw here. In fact, we could have... I'm not sure how we're going to end up as far as... It may have been much better to do... I think I trashed a silver. I mean, we probably have enough money for whatever we're going to do here anyway. I just got a bunch of buys because I want to buy as many of these as we can. 7 times 6. Yeah, we're still under that or above that. So that's going to be the max points anyway. So we're going to empty the silvers. Now you'll note we buy Conquest a couple times and we won't gain the 2 silvers, but you still get the VP. So you still get the 20 VP. Okay, so that worked out, and it turned out Turned out the AI buying the remodel and the opening was pretty helpful to us because they got a few advisors. They picked up some dens. They had more dens. They got trashed later, but realistically, you can play a deck that kind of resembles this and just buys provinces, but you have to be, the idea there would be to get a lead and then go through the provinces quickly. The AI doesn't really ever do that. If the AI, well, I say never. It does sometimes do that, but here I guess there were just things distracting it. And then a lot of times it deviates into duchies, which is like the worst possible thing to do for that kind of deck. If hard AI ever gets to a point where it's like, I don't know how to phrase this, but to the point where it's like recognizing the VP sources, and it doesn't even necessarily have to go for them, like go for the mega colonnade conquest thing here, which wasn't actually probably that good, just worked because of the quirks of the AI. But if the AI recognize that and can not do the duchy stuff, it'll be like a lot harder to beat on a lot of kingdoms, because that's kind of a huge pitfall of it right now. Is that it plays that if you have 3 or 4 provinces, then it's time to get duchies, because your opponent also has 3 or 4 provinces, and so duchies are good in that case, but just doesn't really recognize the different situations. But if it was like, this would be a board where I would be pretty afraid of AI, beyond just the greening being kind of bad, because I think the deck where you take some advisors, some dens, have a remodel, and do conquest, as long as you're buying dens and province, like that'll province pretty consistently. And the alt VP stuff here is way too slow, I think, to contest that on a regular basis. Anyway, that was just a long ramble about hard AI, I guess. It was a fun board to play, kind of in the way the piles ran out here. We got to build the big deck. I don't really think it was that. I wouldn't think that'd be effective against somebody who's kind of aware of that threat. But anyway, we got to show off another big conquest game. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will catch you all tomorrow.